All right, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Bracket Up. Today we're doing something a little bit special, but also something you're a little bit familiar with. It is season number 2 of the Bracket Up Fantasy NHL tournament season mode, whatever you want to call it, but it's going on and it's here again. I am handy dandy Andy Jarek, welcoming you to this fantastic, fun play on the ice, joined as always by the man with the best name in the whole wide world, the best hockey fan in the whole wide world, Mr. Andy Mysek. Andy, what jersey are you sporting today?
The Columbus Blue Jackets. Panarin, who's not on the Columbus Blue Jackets and hasn't been in 2 years.
So you're a throwback guy, huh?
So Panarin is probably my favorite player not on the Hawks. When I went to Columbus to see them play, I knew Panarin was not going to re-sign there, and I bought his jersey anyway. I had options. I made my choice.
I hope you got that on the clearance.
No, I bought it full price, baby.
Okay, well, that's nice anyway.
Yeah.
And joining Andy, we've got Mr. White Shoes himself, Bill Johnson. In his return, he's looking to dominate again, to be the back-to-back champ. Bill, are you going to do it?
I won.
I came in second.
Yeah. He was the champion.
I didn't win.
No, I won.
I lost. I'm looking to lose again.
Looking to make it 2 years in a row.
2 years in a row where I'm coming in second, baby.
Like, wow, my fucking brain right now. I'm sorry. I really, for some reason, thought your Maple Leafs just took you to the finals.
But they lost in the first round.
No, the Maple Leafs really fucked me over.
Well, in that case, Andy, are you ready to dominate and take home a second championship?
You bet. But we're going to do a basketball one of these two, and I'm ready to get slaughtered in that if that makes you feel better, Bill.
To be fair, I didn't do very good. Andy Jarek won that one, right?
I did, and I wouldn't let you forget it. That's the one thing I will remember is when I win fucking things. That's right. Okay, so some minor ground rules before we get started on the draft. This is going to run very similar as to what we did last season. We already established the draft order, and I was lucky enough to win going first, and then Andy will take second, Bill will take third. We will then snake back and forth until we choose 10 teams each, since there's only 3 of us. That's 30 out of the 32 teams, and we each have to pick 2 in the divisions. So you've got to pick 2 in each one. I guess if you wanted to take 2 in any division with your first 2, you certainly could. But otherwise, you've got to end up with 2 in each division. Andy, if you want to go over some of the scoring things that might be a little different or might have changed before we get started on the draft.
Yeah, we'll talk about the playoffs first. So a team that makes the playoffs still gets 1 point. The President's Trophy winner gets 2. Division winner gets 1 point. So that's just getting in. And then for winning each round, it'll progressively get you more points. So winning round 1 still gets you 1 point. Round 2 gets you 2. Round 3 gets you 3. Winning the cup is a 4-point victory. Then it comes to awards. So broke those up a little differently. So the Rocket Richard, the Art Ross, and the Hart Trophy are all worth 3 points. The Ted Lindsay, the Vezina, the Calder, the Norris, so best defenseman, best rookie, best goalie, and MVP voted by players is the Ted Lindsay. Those are worth 2. And then the Conn Smythe and all the other, the GM award, the leadership, all that crap, that's worth 1 point. First team All-Star, 2 points. Second team All-Star, 1 point. All rookie team, 1 point. It's all the boring stuff. Then we got a bunch of goofy-ass prop ones. So team that gets the first overall pick. So if you so unluckily pick a bad team, which you probably will if we're picking 30, winning the first overall pick still gets you 1 point. Player with the most penalty minutes, team with the most penalty minutes are each worth 1 point. That was from last year. We did the same thing with hits, team and players worth 1 point. Most shootout wins is a point. Team with the most fighting majors is a point. Team with the most man-lost games, so the team playing with the most injured players gets you 1 point. And then their NHL's Goofy Prop Awards, if you get the mascot, the best mascot will get you a point. That's everything. That's a mouthful. And every time we record, I will have that on a slide so I don't have to repeat myself.
Beautiful. Save that gorgeous voice for making draft picks instead.
My voice.
All right. If there's nothing else that we need to go over, I guess we can get started on the draft then.
You're up then, Jarek.
Yeah. I'm going to do exactly what I fucking did last time and pick the Tampa Bay Lightning first overall.
I mean, that's not bad. Back-to-back Cup champions, bringing back a strong team. Now, you should know, though, that their entire third line plus Barclay Goodrow is gone. So they lost Goodrow. They lost Gord. They lost Johnson. They lost Tyler Johnson on the Blackhawks now. Who's the other one? I can't think of it. Blake Coleman. So they lost a lot of guys. Their D, though, is still good. I'd say they have the best goalie in the world. They have so many players in I'd say the top 15 in the NHL. So, I mean, that's a big winning pick in my book. I
like picking the same teams year over year. If they're good enough, they'll be good enough again, I hope. So, yeah, that's pick number 1. So, Andy, we're going to you for number 2.
I'm going to do what I did last year that didn't work out for me, but maybe this year. I'm going to take the Colorado Avalanche. Okay. They lost some depth, I'll admit it. But they have, even when they lose guys like Saad and Donskoy, they have guys like Newhook in their prospect pool who are going to come in and probably be like top 10 in rookie voting. Bowden Byram on the point. And any team with Nathan McKinnon, who's always in contention for the best player in the world, is going to do well. Also, Central Division sort of sucks. That's just it. It sucks.
That's one thing we did not talk about much before, is that the divisions are different from last year due to the COVID issues, and every team will be playing every team again. Mm-hmm. So we've got different divisions. We've got 8 teams and 4 divisions now. That's a little bit of a different thing than last year.
Yeah. So it's back to what it was pre-COVID. And then they just moved Arizona to the Central and shoved Seattle in Pacific.
Okay. All right. Bill, you are up with pick number 3.
Yeah. This is what I wanted the 1 or 2 picks. I was going to pick either the Avalanche or the Lightning. pick 3 and 4 is
there. I will say
2.
I don't want to help you, Bill, but there's one obvious team on the board still that I probably should have taken over Colorado. So there's one team here that I think would be a great pick. Knights. I won't tell you which team.
I'm assuming it's the Golden Knights, and I think that's a good pick, but I think my strategy, it didn't really work for me last year, but getting 2 teams right away in a division to kind of just fuck you guys over. So I'm going to throw a little bit of a curveball. Not going to do the Golden Knights. I'm going to do the Hurricanes. And I want to make sure that these guys are in the same division so I don't fuck up.
They're not.
Can you scroll? They're in the Metropolitan Division, right?
Yeah, Carolina's in Metropolitan.
Vegas isn't.
I'm also going to go with the Islanders.
Okay. Not bad picks. I know why you chose the Islanders. You and your love of Zdeno Chara.
No, that really had nothing to do with it. I just think those are the 2 best teams in that conference, in my opinion.
So that is a tight conference. That's a tight conference.
I know, which is making me kind of regret this. I think the smart choice, I'm going to go back and say the smart choice probably would have been to go with the Golden Knights. But I'm just going to get this conference out of the way and hope for the best.
Well, I will say you did pick the 2 best teams in that conference. Carolina, young. Somehow they've got like 4 guys on the team born after 2000 and are still, for all that inexperience, very good team. And then the Islanders
they know how to use those young bodies.
They're very good. And then Islanders have what I would deem is probably one of the best coaches in the world in Barry Trotz. You might win Coach of the Year just by that pick.
I'll take that.
Great pick, but you did leave the best team on the board still, and that is Vegas. And I will be taking Vegas.
Andy's taking Vegas.
I think I might have helped Andy out a lot just there, but
I will say Vegas didn't have much turnover. They did lose Marc-Andre Fleury, who won the Vezina for best goalie last year, but then they have Robin Lehner, who is in contention to win the Vezina this year, so not a big deal. Also, Pacific, garbage division.
The only good team in that division, right?
You could look at Edmonton, and then it's a crapshoot. I kind of played my hand. If you're looking for Pacific, Jarek, you might need to take your team next there, but I'll leave that up to you.
That's right.
Actually, can I interject real quick? Because I have a question.
Yeah.
How does the playoff seeding work? Like, is it the top 4 in each division, or is it the top 8 teams in each conference?
So
conferences?
Yeah, so there's the East and the West Conference. So what happens is the top 3 teams in each division get in, and then the 2 wild cards among the conference get in.
Okay.
So
that's annoying.
I will say, to kind of show my hand a little, looking at the West, I think the Pacific Division only has 3 playoff teams, and the Central will have 5. Do I think there are
have to have 3 playoff teams? Like, it's guaranteed.
Guaranteed.
Okay.
So what will happen is, if my assumption is correct and Colorado is a higher seed than Vegas, the number 1 wild card will move to the Pacific, and the number 2 wild card will move to the Central. Doesn't matter what division they're in.
Oh.
So food for thought.
So the wild cards could come from any of the 4 divisions?
And yeah.
Or just in that conference?
In that conference. So you could bounce between the Pacific and Central only if you're a wild card team.
Right. Okay.
Jarek, it's to you.
All right. I think I'm going to get goofy this year. I'm going to get fucking stupid and goofy.
Get goofy, baby.
First pick, Edmonton.
I don't think that's that goofy. I mean, you are going to probably win some NHL awards at the very least. Being also that the Pacific is bad, Edmonton is probably a playoff team without a doubt.
Right. And then I think for pick number 2, I'm going back to the Atlantic, and I'm going to take the Maple Leafs.
Again, I don't think that's that goofy.
You took my Canadian teams from last year. Wow. That kind of hurts. It's fine.
I think the Toronto Maple Leafs are a great regular season team.
Oh, sure.
Yep.
You could win the Richard with Austin Matthews. I can't say they're going to win a playoff series. They haven't done that since 2004, but
any playoff wins are a bonus playoff win. All right, Andy, back to you for a pick.
So I've been spreading my love out between the conferences. And boy, the East is so deep. I said the Metropolitan was a deep division. Oh no, this Atlantic division is insane. And I'm going to go with Florida. I think they have the best chance to actually win the division. Now, that doesn't mean anything if you come up to Tampa in the first round, as we saw last year. But man, that Florida team behind Quinville, they've also got some reclamation projects that have worked out, like Sam Bennett. They just picked Anthony Duclair. They just picked up Sam Reinhart from Buffalo. Mm-hmm. Whew. I like that Florida team a lot. We come to you now, Bill.
Yeah. Can I do this? Because I was just about to pick, I think, the Panthers. That's who you picked, right?
Yeah, Panthers.
Can I see the Central Division?
Of course. Only team taken here is Colorado. Everyone else is free game.
Yeah. Oh, I can't see him. Oh, there we go. Oh, you're good. Nope, you're good.
I haven't moved it at all.
Okay.
I think you're a little behind me.
Okay.
Do you need me to read off the teams?
No, I see it now.
Okay.
So Colorado's the only one that's gone.
Yep.
What are you thinking here, Bill? Let me pick the brain.
Yeah, let me hear what you got to say, Bill.
And
I think the next obvious choice of teams that have the best shot of winning the whole thing are, I guess, the Bruins.
Okay. Are we going with the Atlantic?
Five. What? But yeah, they're Atlantic.
Yeah, so you're going.
Who else is in the Atlantic besides the Bruins? Let's go to the Atlantic now.
I have it on the Atlantic, but I don't know how far behind me you are with your streaming.
You know, just start. So aside from the Bruins, who else are in the Atlantic Division?
You have Buffalo, Detroit, Florida, which is taken, Montreal, Ottawa, Tampa, which is taken, and Toronto, which is taken.
Montreal was in the Stanley Cup last year.
Correct.
But I have a feeling they might not even make the playoffs.
Very deep division.
Huh. I'm giving Andy a really good team this year. I'm going to go. I'm gonna go a little crazy here. I'm gonna go a little nuts.
Oh no.
Gonna go with the.
Please, Bill, don't make a mistake here.
The Wild.
The Wild. Okay, not a bad pick. I thought you were staying in the Atlantic, and deep down, there was one team that I was like, Bill, if you pick this team, I swear to God.
No, I'm trying to. Let's see. I'm also going to try to get another team in the Central Division. So who is left?
Oh, I thought you went with the Bruins. You didn't pick the Bruins?
No, I did not pick the Bruins. I'm doing the Wild.
Okay.
And
let's
go with the Predators.
Okay. Would you like me to tell you about your teams?
I don't really want to know, but sure.
The Wild have a player that his name's Kirill Kaprizov. He's the reason I picked the Wild last year because he won Rookie of the Year. Yeah. He will drag that team probably into a playoff fight. He is that good. I think the Wild are a wild card team. Predators? I'm not.
You have to 3 teams.
Yeah.
Probably 4 or 5 teams from Central are going to the playoffs.
Yes. I don't think the Predators are one of them. I don't like the team.
They're going to make.
I don't like their team.
We thought that last year, and they overperformed.
Yeah, and that's very true. I'm looking at this division now. I'm looking at the teams that improved, and Predators were not one of them.
I just don't see who else is better than the Predators. And I could be wrong. It's your turn, so you can tell me.
Boy, I was gonna pick a team in the Metropolitan, but Bill got the good teams there, so I will use this pick to say who I would have picked in the Central, and that is the Winnipeg Jets.
Right? I was going for. You got me good.
Winnipeg Jets have arguably, if it's not Vasilevsky, the best goalie in Hellebuck. I think they've made a lot of solid moves. I think while they don't have a super like a game breaker like a McKinnon or a McDavid, they have 3 solid scoring lines.
I'm not picking any teams this year.
No, you got Islanders who have gone to the conference final like 2 or 3 of the last 2, maybe 3 years in a row. That's a great pick, and Carolina is a cup favorite, like a cup contender, and the Wild I think are a good team.
Yeah, I'm okay with my pick. I got my 2 divisions. 2 of my divisions are done.
That's right.
Also, what I'll say about the Predators, they do have a goalie named UC Saros, who is the big reason they made the playoffs last year. And like Kaprizov, he could drag that team in over a team like Dallas or Chicago.
Yeah.
But the safe bet, I say, is Winnipeg in that division, which I have stolen. And my Central is done.
Mm-hmm. All right. So now I've got 2 picks.
Mm-hmm.
I got... There's not much left in the Central that I like. But I think I'm going to take the Dallas Stars.
I like that pick.
Tyler Sagan's going to be back. He's pretty damn good.
They got Ryan Suter for peanuts.
Right. Isn't Radulov back as well?
Radulov's back. They've got 4 starting goalies.
There you go. Competition. So that means, okay, so I don't have anybody in the Metropolitan at all.
Nor do I. Bill got the good teams. I don't want any of these teams.
Right. Like
I'm chaos, baby.
I feel like I have to take one now, because if I don't take one now, there's 4 more picks before I get to go again. Mm-hmm. And I would think that, Andy, you have 2 of those. You're going to take at least one Metropolitan person.
I have to at this point, yes.
Right. And now I'm just trying to figure out which one which one I should pick. I took Philly last year, and Philly crapped the fuck out. Like, they were supposed to be much better, and they didn't do any good.
Here's what I'll say about Philly. Their defense got better, and you're hoping for a bounce back performance from a very young goalie, which is very possible, but also it's a very young goalie.
Sure. The Capitals are old. The Penguins did decent. Oh, boy. I feel like it's either, for me at least, between Washington and Pittsburgh.
That's a fair assessment.
I know Crosby and Malkin are still hurt. Right?
I will say right now, I have hockey on to my right. It's Pittsburgh and Tampa Bay, and Pittsburgh is up 3-0.
How's Washington doing, Andy?
I haven't played yet. Don't play today.
All right, fine. Pittsburgh.
Safer bet to make the playoffs.
Who knows?
I mean, I don't know what to make of either of those teams this year.
Yeah.
I'll be dead honest with you.
All right, Andy, back to you. Are you going to take a Metropolitan this pick?
Is it Andy's turn or is it mine?
It's my turn.
Okay.
Oh, man.
Oh.
All right. Who was taken from the Pacific? Edmonton and Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Bill, have you gotten to Pacific yet?
No.
I don't know. Okay, I'm going to save that. I don't know who the fuck I want out of the Pacific. It's safer for me. Who do I have? My Central's done. I could Atlantic. Who was taken? Toronto, Tampa,
okay,
Florida.
So Central is done, but you can still take more because we're gonna have the picks. Remember?
Yeah, but I need to take out some of these East teams. I will. You know what? I will take Washington. I don't know. Ovechkin could still win the Rocket. A couple young kids made the lineup in the kid who Hendrix Lapierre and Connor McMichael. I mean, that's some youth injected in there. I hate their goalie tandem. I'm not a huge fan of what they got on D. But they get outscored teams, so I got to pick somebody in the Metro at some point, right?
Sure.
You're up, Bill.
Bill, you've got 2.
No one's taken the Bruins yet, right?
No, you almost did, but
Yeah, I thought you did at one point.
The enemy of my enemy. I feel like I'm missing something here because based on my projections, I'm surprised they haven't been picked yet. I'm gonna go with the Bruins. Tell me why that was stupid, Andy.
Not stupid at all. Actually, probably the team I should have picked. So the Bruins, the big thing with the Bruins is Tuukka Rask is out for the year. So you're relying on Buffalo's old goalie, who's actually pretty decent, but he was playing in front of behind a real shitty team, and a rookie who looked good last year. So I don't know. D is really strong. Pasternak's still there. Bergeron's still there. They lost Krejci, but they got Taylor Hall for a full year. I don't know. Probably a better pick than Washington and Pittsburgh. So
I had my Atlantics already done. So
yeah.
But yeah, a good pick, Phil. Good pick.
One more pick.
Mm-hmm.
I think I need one more. No, I have Central done. I have one.
Yeah.
Pacific, and then the rest are filler. But I could go into filler right now and take the Blues.
No, Bill. So you know, your Central and your Metropolitan are done. You have one in the Atlantic and none in the Pacific.
Yeah. Oh, is that not what I said?
I thought you said you would have them all done. I was like, that doesn't check out.
No, that's not math. That math doesn't work. I could go for something real fun and go with the Kraken. I'm gonna go with the Kraken.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm rooting hard for the Kraken. I don't like their roster too much.
I think it's a stupid name, but I'll go with them.
I don't like their roster too much, but in the Pacific, that might be a third place team right there.
Right.
I don't hate. I like their D and I like their goalie. They're not going to score you a lot of goals, but man, they might keep the puck out of the net.
Okay.
It's not a bad pick at all.
Let's go with the fresh new team.
I like it. I like that pick a lot.
All right, Andy, goes to you.
I still don't know who to pick out of the Pacific. All right, you know what? I'll be the first team to pick a third team out of a division. And I'm going to make this, I'm going to make it the Chicago Blackhawks.
Okay.
Classic.
I loved their offseason moves. I know there's some people who are all salty about losing Boquist and a first for Jones. They could go eat shit. Marc-Andre Fleury just won the Vezina. I watched all the preseason games. He only played a couple, but he looked great. McCabe is an underrated signing. A couple rookies made the team that are going to be good in the bottom six. I don't know. I think they're a playoff team.
It could be.
If this is your sixth pick and you're still in the playoffs, that's pretty solid, man.
It's wishful thinking because Central also has. There's only one team here who I think is out in the Central. They have no shot. Beyond that, every team here could feasibly make the playoffs.
Right. Gotcha, boss. All right. So then it falls to me for two picks. And first pick, I believe, is going to be the New York Rangers out of the Metropolitan.
That was who I almost picked.
Good pick.
I'm looking at the kid who won the Norris last year, Adam What's-His-Nuts.
Fox.
Fox, the number one pick, he might get some minutes, right? Lafreniere.
Lafreniere. You also have the number 2 of the year before in Capo Caco.
I forgot his fucking name.
You're forgetting Panarin.
Oh, yeah, that's true. That's Mr. Panarin. So then I need one more in the Pacific and one more in the Central. Oh, dear, that's Central.
It's getting thin. There's definitely one team there that might be a pretty solid pick for you.
Well, it's either the Blues or the Coyotes. Because all the other ones have been taken.
Dallas has been taken?
I took Dallas.
Oh shit. Then yeah, it's either the Blues or the Coyotes.
Right, and I'm guessing it's not the fucking Coyotes.
Have we been writing down who's picked who?
Yes.
Good.
And like I took the Blues last year and I was disappointed in general, but I need another team in the Central, and I can't be Arizona.
What if it is Arizona? Here's what I'll say. I'll tell you when you make your pick.
That's fine. I mean, I'm going with the Blues, so
Okay. Blues they lost Jaden Schwartz and Tarasenko still wants out, but they got Brandon Saad.
that's not really impressing me much.
They also lost Mike Hoffman.
Yeah, like
You didn't have much to choose from the Central.
Right.
That's what I'll tell you.
Right.
A lot of people pick Blues to make the playoffs. I don't get it. I don't like the Blues roster at all.
I don't know why, but my NBA comparison to the Blues are the Pacers. Just kind of there in the middle.
Blues won the cup though 2 years ago. 3 years
That's true.
ago.
I forgot
2
about
years
that.
ago. But fuck the Blues. I hate the Blues.
Yeah.
Bill, you're up.
No, you're up, Andy.
Oh shit, I'm up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Shit.
Okay,
Okay,
we
hold
got
on.
him. Bill. We got him flustered.
3 in the Central, 1 in the Pacific.
You have one in the Metropolitan.
Oh shit. I have 4 in the Central. Son of a bitch. I ran the Central. I didn't even realize that. I'm in trouble. Okay. Bad picking.
Wait, 4?
Yeah, oh no, Florida's not the Central anymore. I'm thinking of last year's divisions.
Yeah. You didn't shoot yourself in the foot just yet.
Oh god, I've lost my fucking mind. All right. Oh god, there isn't much left here. Fucking Christ. Who do I got in the Metros? Washington only? Oh Lord. This division sucks. What's left in this division sucks. I still haven't made a single pick in the Pacific, and I'm not ready for that yet.
Vegas, Andy.
Oh, I did make 1 in there.
Yeah.
I've made 1 in every one. Okay,
Yeah.
good. Okay. I'm still not ready for that second fucking pick. I'll do Philly in the Metro.
Okie dokie.
I like Carter Hart. I think he makes a comeback. We'll see.
Sounds good. Bill, you've got 2.
I still need 1 from Atlantic and 1 from Pacific, I believe.
Yep.
Has anyone picked the Canadians yet?
Nope.
No.
I mean, they can't suck. Like, I'll go with the Canadians.
Not a bad pick for this late in the game, I'd say. I hate some of the things that happen. They don't have Carey Price right now, by the way.
I don't know who that is, so I'm okay with it.
Their goalie.
Good move. Who hasn't been picked yet?
a lot of nothing. Boy, howdy. I don't know what to pick.
I got 1 more pick.
Yeah, I know. I'm next.
Did you
though.
pick the Blues, Andy?
Jared did, yeah.
Someone picked the Blues. Okay. We technically need 1 more Pacific, but it's all a crapshoot anyway. So let's do. I don't know why. Are the Coyotes in the Central Division?
Yeah.
Has everyone filled up their Central Division?
Yep.
Okay, there's no point. What division are the Canucks in?
The Pacific.
I will go with the Canucks.
Probably the best remaining pick. A lot of young kids. Elias Pettersson. Besser.
That's a
Hoglander.
possibility.
You also have Podkolzin, who made the team. That could be an interesting addition.
And then I think that's all for my divisions. I can just go with whoever else I want.
Yep.
Cool.
You got 8. So Andy, your pick for your 8th pick.
Thought long and hard about this. I'm going to take the LA Kings.
Okay.
I like some of their offseason moves. Baffling that some of their rookies still haven't made the team in Turcotte. I think Byfield's hurt. Kaliev didn't make the team, but boy, even if someone gets injured on LA, someone could come up and fill that roster, and they're just as likely to get the 3rd spot as Calgary or Vancouver. So, fuck it.
Gotcha, my man. All right. Good job. 2 picks to me. I'm going to go. I got to finish out the Pacific. I'm going to take Calgary. First one. And now
Made that easy for you because there isn't much left after that.
Now I can pull a bill and pick from anywhere. But my good God, the pickings are slim.
The pickings are slim.
Christ, this is ugly. I have absolutely no idea. So I am looking at an article right now that's just kind of doing power rankings of teams. And I will pick the next team that isn't already been picked, no matter who it is. And that team...
I think I know who it's going to be, too. So we'll see. That screws me up.
That team is Ottawa.
Okay.
Oof! I don't know about that one, Chief.
I can see it. I don't think they're going to be the worst.
They might be. Oh, they're in such a good division. But they get to beat up on Buffalo.
Love it. Let's see them beat up on Buffalo. I'm down with OTT.
Oof. Oof. I need someone from the Atlantic, and oh no, did I get fucked here? Oh, that.
Buffalo or Detroit?
Oh no! I should have taken Ottawa
What do you have left? The Buffalo?
or Detroit.
Well, think about this, Andy. You get a point if they are the worst team, right?
No, just getting the first overall pick.
Oh, and that is it like a lottery system?
Yes. I am gonna go with Detroit, and my reason being is solely because Lucas Raymond and Mark Seider made the team, and either of them have a good chance to win the Calder. They're going to be a bottom 5 team. They're bad. This is not a good place to be. But
Right.
Here I am. Bill, you're up. I think you're last 2.
My last 2.
Holy cow. Garbage is left on the board.
A lot of garbage. Has anyone picked the Coyotes?
Nope.
No, sir.
I don't know. I always liked them, so I'm going to pick them. See, this is where I wish I knew, like, what teams had a possible, like, rookie of the year, like, that sort of thing to get some extra points, but I did not look at that at all this year.
It is not Arizona.
Probably not, but
Would you like me
I
to
think
show
they got-
you what Arizona has?
outside chance of making the playoffs still.
You want to see what Arizona's been doing with their offseason? All of these bubbles are the picks that they have in that round. They had to trade away assets to get those picks.
Well, not ideal, but I think that was the best choice with what I have so far. So next,
They have 8 picks in the top 60 next year.
all right, not ideal.
Now I must think, because boy, I could pick an Arizona right here as well with what's left on the board.
What is
Yikes.
left?
I see Columbus, New Jersey, Buffalo,
Anaheim.
Anaheim.
San Jose.
San Jose.
I think that's it.
I'm going to go with Dougie Hamilton's new home in New Jersey. And that's the
Wait, I have
only
one more
reason
pick.
I'm picking them.
I have one more pick.
Oh, you
Yes, it does.
Oh, fuck.
I'm going to go with Dougie Hamilton's new home in New Jersey.
Well, that sucks. Now I don't know what to pick.
Who did I just pick? The Devils?
Devils, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going with the Devils.
Well, then. What is left on the board for me to choose from?
San Jose.
Well, you have the Sabres.
Buffalo.
Yeah, the Sabres don't even have a rookie that I could cling on to. Their captain doesn't want to play for them because they won't let him get his surgery, who's one of the best players in the world. And then they traded his winger. So they have no one up front. No, I'm not picking Buffalo.
Hockey's so weird. So the Sabres have one of the best players in the world, and they're bottom ranked.
Yeah, Jack Eichel. He wanted to get an experimental surgery that would help fix him, and the team's like, no, you can play with your bad back. Get out there. And he's like, all right, I want to be traded. So I won't be picking Buffalo, by the way. Anaheim. Anaheim's got Jamie Drysdale, who's got a shot at Rookie of the Year. Oh, wait. They have Trevor Zegras. I'm going with Anaheim.
Damn you, man. Damn you.
I believe I picked 3 teams in fucking Pacific.
Well.
Just for recap, you have San Jose,
Columbus or Buffalo.
Columbus or Buffalo. Honestly, there's not a good.
Honestly, also the worst cities are the worst cities in general.
Andy, I don't think. Andy, you haven't mentioned anything about San Jose today. I think that's the one team we haven't talked about at all.
Well, they got Brent Burns and Carlson.
Sure. Aren't they, old and starting to decline?
Starting?
Okay, they're already well into a decline.
I'll pull up their roster and help you out just to see, because I don't think there's any. I think William Eklund made the team. I don't think he's got a shot in hell. Bill's pick with Montreal also has Cole Caulfield. I didn't even think of that, who's front runner in everyone's mind for Rookie of the Year.
Oh, sweet.
Well, I got Trevor Zegras, who's right behind him.
Oh, okay. Well,
but Cole Caulfield he's good. that Montreal pick is actually a really good pick, actually, for
I mean, it seemed weird they fell so hard just because
they lost their starting goalie. They lost their starting goalie and top 4 defensemen. It's been a rough offseason. San Jose. So William Eklund is your rookie if you pick them to be excited about.
Maybe he's a sleeper.
Yikes. It's never a good sign when I am the same age or older than a good handful of the players.
Oh.
Yikes.
All right. Well, none of these are going to be good. Jack Eichel might not be on the team at some point in this season. So I will go with Columbus.
You're gonna be rooting for Adam Boquist, I see.
Yeah, absolutely.
So the 2 teams left are the Sharks and the Sabres.
Mm-hmm.
Is that what you were thinking was going to happen, Andy?
Mine would have been Buffalo and Arizona.
Oh.
I
Arizona?
hate the Coyotes are so bad. They basically took every bad contract imaginable for more assets, and they traded away all their good players. And Phil Kessel's still looking to be moved. I wouldn't be shocked if they moved Clayton Keller at some point.
So that might have been a poor choice.
When I showed the graphic, I don't know if you were able to see it. They had 8 picks in the top 60. They traded so many assets away.
That seems like a dumb choice.
Oh no, they're gonna in the next 3 years. I think they have 11 picks in the first 2 rounds. That's insane. I've never seen something so insane.
I mean, that's good though, right?
Yeah, if you pick Arizona in the 2024 season, we do this, you might have a good chance.
I think we should be able to keep one from next year.
I wouldn't keep Arizona.
It's fine.
They are going to be sellers again, though, and they're going to accrue more picks than they already have.
So they're the Oklahoma City Thunder of hockey.
If that's what Oklahoma City Thunder is doing, yes.
Yep.
All right. This was a lot of fun. We've all got 10 teams. And real quick, before we wrap things up, we can just go over those teams very quickly. I've got the Tampa Bay Lightning, the Edmonton Oilers, the Toronto Maple Leafs, the Dallas Stars, the Pittsburgh Penguins, the New York Rangers, the St. Louis Blues, the Calgary Flames, the Ottawa Senators, and the Columbus Blue Jackets. Andy Mysak has the Colorado Avalanche, the Vegas Golden Knights, Florida Panthers, the Winnipeg Jets, the Washington Capitals, the Chicago Blackhawks, the Philadelphia Flyers, the Los Angeles Kings, the Detroit Red Wings, and the Anaheim Ducks. And finally, Bill has the Carolina Hurricanes, the New York Islanders, the Nashville Predators, the Minnesota Wild, Boston Bruins, the Seattle Kraken, the Montreal Canadiens, the Vancouver Canucks, the Arizona Coyotes, and the New Jersey Devils. Any last words, guys?
I think I made a mistake letting Andy have two of the favorite contenders for the Cup.
I think I made a mistake choosing Chicago over Montreal.
I'm happy. All right.
I mean, I like my team. I'm pretty happy with it.
Bill, you have like a bunch of teams I hate, but some of these teams have a really good shot of being good. But I hate the Islanders, I hate the Predators, I hate the Wild, and I hate the Bruins. And I hate the
I hate a lot of these teams too. So
and I hate the Coyotes.
What?
And I hate the Coyotes, but I think the Islanders, the Bruins, and the Wild are good teams. And then you have Carolina, which is
yeah. All
right, then. We will reconvene probably in, 5-6 weeks, maybe after the first month and a half of the season. See how everybody's doing. Any hot starts, any slow starts. We'll be figuring that out. And I think Andy will probably put together a little PowerPoint like he did before, do a lot of that legwork with funny GIFs as well. Always good. So, Mr. White Shoes, any last words before we finish up?
Guys.
Sounds good. Me?
Have a good day. Oh, I don't remember what I say at the end. Love you all.
Feels good, Bill. I appreciate
means
it.
you got to be back more often.
I do want to be back more often.
All right. So for Billy White Shoes Johnson, our former champion, wink, wink, looking for that repeat. For Andy Mysak, the actual champion, looking for the actual repeat. I am Handy Dandy Andy Jarek, and I'm just looking to win this one. We'll talk to you guys real soon again on Bracket Up.